And dropped from this City side is top scorer and former West Ham player David Cross. Speculation that Cross might be leaving Main Road for Vancouver Whitecaps. Tommy Caton and Kevin Bond both play, although still hampered by groin injuries. And in midfield, Nicky Reid is given special responsibilities to restrict Alan Devonshire. Alvin Martin is absent from the centre of West Ham's defence. Martin's deputy, Joe Gallagher, is in hospital, so Neil Orr partners Billy Bonds. In attack, Paul Goddard has shrugged off a virus that stopped him training this week, but recent signing Dave Swindlehurst is still missing. 18-year-old Alan Dickens won his first England youth cap on Wednesday and has responded to the challenge of First Division football with 6 goals from midfield in his first 10 games. Alan Saunders from Newcastle is today's referee. And it's 3 months since Manchester City gave their supporters a home victory. They attacked the goal to the right in the first half. West Ham, who have come up the table with 3 successive wins and are competing strongly here for a place in the UEFA Cup next season. Orr's header, forward from Frank Lampard. Bright, spring-like afternoon. Jeff Pike on the right-hand side, a 4 in midfield for West Ham. They brought Paul Allen into the side in place of a recognised striker. Hartford. Here's Caton. So much for Manchester City really depending not just on their physical efforts here, but their mental approach as well. Testing cross from Power, it breaks for McDonald. Stewart was chasing in. McDonald had the shot as the ball broke loose. Reid. Trying to link up with Hartford. And now Ranson. Played early for Reeves. Behind him was Billy Bonds. And City have a corner. Coming after 12 minutes. And it's over the pack on the near post. Stewart was fouled by Goddard. Bond this time takes the free kick, and in comes McDonald! "13 minutes is lucky for Manchester City. Kevin Bond clipping the free kick over, and Bobby McDonald rose beautifully at the far post. It's only the 3rd time in this, the 13th game that John Benson's been in charge at Main Road, that City have taken the lead. McDonald providing what could be a critical goal for the club. Here goes Kinsey. Hartford. Nicely chipped forward by McDonald. On goes Power. And Ray Stewart gets away with the challenge that the crowd felt was a penalty. The referee didn't. Power was caught by Stewart, but no penalty given. City's consolation is a corner. Caton Is it a penalty this time? Alan Saunders has given Manchester City a penalty for handball by Billy Bonds. Well, City certainly felt they were denied when power went down, but Kevin Bond just touched on the corner, and Bonds used an arm, and the referee this time had no doubts. And Chewett fires it past Parks. 2-0. Goalkeeper went the right way, but it was too strong for him. And City have a 2-goal lead after 20 minutes. And Bonds reacts to Kinsey being late on him. But there's something of the frustration, too, of the penalty award in that, I'm sure. Devonshire. Goddard turns Caton, Van der Elst going to the near post, and Devonshire is there as well. And Williams grateful to hang on. It was when Goddard got the better of Caton that the problem seemed to be looming for City. And Devonshire's involvement again almost added to those. Reeves tussling with Bonds. The crowd felt that Reeves was fouled, but I think there's a share of backing in. And here's Devonshire for Van der Elst. It was delivered by Devonshire just as Van der Elst likes it too. And he will realise that a chance has gone away from West Ham. The weighting of the pass, a splendid example from Devonshire, but Van der Elst hit it over the top. Well, Reeves let it run out, clearly believing that it would be his throw. The linesman believed otherwise. And Manchester City go off at half-time to unaccustomed applause here at Main Road. Dennis Chewett recalled and showing an unerring touch from the penalty spot after Bobby McDonald had given City the lead. From a free kick taken by Kevin Bond, who was brought up just 100 yards from the West Ham ground, and McDonald climbing and powering the header past Parks. City are looking to avenge a 4-1 defeat at Upton Park back in September, when both Kevin Bond and Asa Hartford were sent off. West Ham have shown their neatness in the middle of the field. And Stewart deliberately handled, which is a dangerous thing to do this season. We saw 2 players cautioned at Old Trafford last Saturday for just that offence. Mr. Saunders kept the notebook in his pocket on that occasion. Reeves, here's Power. Stopped by Stewart. Manchester City mass their troops again at the near post with, one senses, some real belief that they might make it count. And Parks has to push his way through bodies, can only knock it behind for another corner. The goalkeeper with a genuine sense of humour, and a smile there at the difficulties. Hartford tries again. It's deeper this time, and Parks misjudged it. And it's Kinsey who put it over the top. It wasn't the kindest of bounces for him. It was an uncharacteristic slip by Parks. And it just sat up too much for Kinsey to keep down. Gives it straight to Kinsey. Always had to come across the cover. But an opportunity perhaps for Kinsey to show the pace that makes him such an exciting prospect. Reeves! It ends as a goal kick. And it all stemmed from a mistake by Lampard that Kinsey capitalised on, running some 50 yards and aiming for the near post where Reeves was arriving. Here's Pike, trying to be more progressive. Allen. Van der Elst. And Pike, and again Bond, defending effectively, first of all, but having got the ball, and then tumbled into Pike, and finds a free kick given against him. Alex Williams has 4 men set in the wall in front of him. And West Ham plot to try and bypass that wall. And Stewart, well, it got past the wall, but not past Williams, who gets a word of thanks from Kevin Bond for a spectacular save from Ray Stewart's free kick. Splendid reflexes from the young goalkeeper. Dickens. And Pike will be very angry with himself for that, with more than half his teammates waiting in the middle. Here is Stewart. Lampard. Dickens had covered a lot of ground to try and make himself available from the pass. Stewart had stayed with him and fouled him. And West Ham had taken the free kick quickly, and Kevin Bond with an important interception, with Van der Elst sprinting into the clear behind him. For a player who's had to work so hard to make himself accepted at Main Road, Kevin Bond really has showed terrific character and application. And now Kinsey. Bond and Caton will make their way forward again. City really searching a goal to make victory certain. Bond and Caton and Kinsey. Well, the 3 fair-headed players involved in this aerial attempt, and it was Kinsey who stretched to try and reach Caton's flick on. Now Stewart and Goddard. And it's Pike arriving. Manchester City were dragged towards the man in possession. Ball watching, really, and they didn't pick up Jeff Pike, who hit it hard enough, but not true enough. Lampard. Kinsey still prepared to chase. And West Ham haven't been able to overcome a side battling for their First Division rights in the manner that they did against Swansea when they beat 5-1 at the Vetchfield recently. Bond. Well, you can hear the relief at Main Road. Relief that I'm sure John Benson feels as well. 2 first-half goals, the key to the victory. But Alex Williams can look back on an important save from Ray Stewart in the second half that kept West Ham at bay. And an important contribution too from the former West Ham fan, Kevin Bond. West Ham, the first side beaten here in the First Division for 3 months. Manchester City 2, West Ham United 0.
Confirmation of the bottom positions, with the wins by City and Norwich putting them at ease. Luton drew 1-1 at Notts County. Swansea also drew 1-1 with Stoke. Birmingham are off the bottom. A goal from Les Phillips 2 minutes from time, enough for their first away victory of the season at Coventry. And it leaves Cup final Brighton propping up the